It has been a tough year for me. I had to make choices, and my hopes have gradually eroded, and by then, the general mood could only be described as disappointment and disillusionment. I couldn't just stay like this, feeling sorry for myself. I had to move on. Everything we need, everything we love, how we got here, what path we choose, that's all part of our own story. By living your everyday life at home, you think it is the center of the world and nothing changes. Could I leave everything behind and start a new life? Of course not. I love it. But as alpinists, fishermen, travelers, I need to experience new things to get new emotions to feed my soul. To have something you never had, you have to do something you never did. So I rent a van and drove all the way to Scotland to experience my first hunting trip out of France. And here we are. It is September the 6th, and I'm in Balintore to meet Ewan, who is the local agent who helped me organize that
Félix.
trip.
Ewan, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
When you put all your hopes on one guy, it is nice to share a drink before the start.
All goes well, I might have a wee surprise for the end of the week.
Alright, that sounds good. Perfect. Cheers.
Cheers to a good week.
Yep.
I'll be with you all week to make sure everything runs smoothly. We're going to visit lots of different parts of Scotland.
Yep.
So here's to a good week. Let's get going.
Yep.
Life is a balance. It is not all black or white. We have to make choices, and everyone has to find his own path.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Callum, this is Jake.
Félix, nice to meet you. And do you have plenty?
Yes.
Okay. I was a bit afraid. Which target?
And when we finally found it, like sportsmen, repeat, gesture. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, must be a habit, not an action. After years of dreaming, days of prepping, learning, fishing and training shooting, there was no time to write this new story.
Right, we're now going over to the barn over in front of us here. We're going to climb out the piece, okay? Okay.
Today, we're in Strathbuffer area looking for a stag. And as we're only 2 weeks from the rut, we want to find one that could be dangerous for others. The weather quickly changes, but hunt is on. We take our time to share experiences and learn from others to understand more about stags. And when we finally found 2 interesting stags, we stop talking, make a plan, and move.
Right and behind the shoulder.
I find in hunting purity. I know it might not be understood, but taking an animal's life in the middle of his field without being seen is like dying in one's sleep. Taking back the stag the most traditional way reconnects us to who we are and to our ancestors who did that for the first time decades ago. You don't come here for a trophy, but an experience. That's what makes it so special. We are human and we live thanks to animals, and we must respect that.
How many do we take?
We'll just take 4 this time.
As the evening is cloudy, we decide to give a try for a goose flight at Nick Bay. It is a large, relatively shallow sandy bay consisting of mudflats, salt marsh and wet grassland perfect for geese. We are hiding behind pretty much nothing, but as the light comes down with Ewan's talent for calling. The magic works. For sure, this is a day I won't forget. The next day, Ewan takes us to Glenmoriston Estate to meet Dave, who will have the great responsibility to make me catch a salmon. We are confident. We have 2 days to make this work, and Dave is one of the best ghillie of the area. The first casts are bad, I mean really bad, but as I get professional advices, it gets better and better. I listen and I learn. As I only caught a little trout on the first day, we decide to try something else for our second day.
To try and go in towards that stone's sweetness.
We have spent the whole day doing some back and forth on the Loch Ness to find a silverfish, but once again, nothing happened. I guess that's what's so magical about hunting and fishing. Nothing is written.
If I die?
As Mother Nature is always generous to those who see, on our way back we found some front trial. Perfect for our Sunday lunch.
That cost a lot.
Just the time to get some langoustine and lobsters, and we're ready for tomorrow.
Wow. Is that the lobster? Yeah.
Traditionally, there is no hunt on Sunday in Scotland, so why not use that time to make some dishes around all we've done so far? We'll be cooking some goose, deer, seafruits, and share a nice bottle of French red wine.
Yeah, but 11's a good age for a lad, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a big boy, he's a chunky boy as well, so yeah.
On each hunt, I wanted something special. This gun is not even on the market. It is a prototype from VERNEY-CARRON, their signature. Its first shots will hopefully be on my first grouse. It is sober, elegant, light and quick. Perfect for a day like this. Grouse are tough birds. It's impressive how they can carry the lead or sometimes fly away when the dogs get on them for a retrieve. Once again, we shared a wonderful time with all the team who made that day possible. Hunting is not a game. No one wins. We are just invited to participate, making great memories. This rifle is a piece of art, entirely handmade by people at VERNEY-CARRON. You can feel the 200 years of the company history holding it in your hands. During the last 4 days, we've been looking for a special book, that You and You, with a white stain on its neck. It was his surprise, but like a ghost, it was impossible to find. And as a sign, the last evening, it finally appeared in the field. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. It looks good. Thank you, Yuan. Scotland was one of my dream hunts. All passionate people travel the world to experience new things, get new emotions, and learn from others. It is the same for hunting. We learn every day, and even more while traveling. For each life, human or animal, I truly believe what matters the most is not how we die, but how we lived. And because my vision is close to reality, I can feel what it's like to be alive. Human identity is no longer defined on what a man does, but on what a man owns. But it's our responsibility to find our own path and write our own story. And because we don't have forever, we have to work hard to make our dreams come true. I come home refreshed, ready to face everyday life. And luckily, I have many other dreams.